So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can hook up Cloudflare R2 with Media Cloud. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just a few notes about Cloudflare R2 though. Not the most full-featured cloud storage provider out there compared to, like S3 or Google Cloud Storage. You don't have any control over the privacy of objects. They're all public, which, if I'm being honest, for the task that we built Media Cloud for, that's perfect. But if you're doing like a site where you're selling photographs or whatever, or zip files or whatnot, then Cloudflare R2 probably is not for that. But if you just want to store media, images, video, it's a pretty good choice. It's a really cheap choice. So the first thing that we need to do is to come in to R2 here, and we're going to create a bucket and give it any old name. Region is Earth. Now we're going to change this. We don't want restricted access. We want public access. So we're going to create that bucket. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come into settings, and we're going to click on this allow access so that it's public. Otherwise, Media Cloud will not work. So this is our public bucket URL, and we're going to want to copy that. We're going to need that later. Now, the other thing you can do is you can connect a domain to this bucket that would essentially replace this value, but it has to be a domain that you're hosting on Cloudflare. So now that our bucket is public, we're going to need a few other settings from here. We're going to need this here. You can just click this to copy it. And this is our bucket endpoint. And then the next thing we need to do is create a API key or token so that we can have access to this. Now I'm going to create a new one here. We want to make sure that it's set to edit. Time to live, I don't know why they do this, but you could do custom, and you could set the date to whenever. So that's obnoxious. I guess 1 year, and they'll remind you. It's a weird thing. I don't know why they do that. Create the API token. Now you need to copy these now because you will not be able to fetch them again, and you'll have to go through this process. So access key, make sure to copy that. Secret access key, make sure to copy that. And go back to R2 here. And I'm just going to copy this bucket name for my notes. All right, so that's all the information that we need to get R2 to work. So we're going to come back here to WordPress. Now I have Media Cloud set up. I don't have any settings set into it. It's just activated and ready to go. Now this is Media Cloud Pro, but the basic version is just the same. Click on the setup wizard. Click next. I'm going to choose Cloudflare here. Choose next, and then the information that we just copied, we can paste in here. So our access key, our secret key, and our endpoint. Now when you paste the endpoint here, when you copy it from R2 here, it's got the bucket name as part of the URL. You don't want that. So when you paste it, make sure you delete the end on it so it's just the host and the scheme here. And then we need the bucket name, and then the public bucket URL. And we'll paste that in and click next, and then we'll start our test, make sure everything's working. And there we go, that's it. We have now set that up. Dismiss this. And we could come in and drop some files in, see, make sure it works. So while this is uploading, a few notes. No signed URLs, no private URLs. Everything is public. Direct uploading does not work with Cloudflare. It does, but it doesn't work with the way that we built it. It's actually kind of a weird way. It's S3 compatible, but not how any direct upload feature built for S3 ever works. So it's kind of weird. But that's it. Everything else works fine. It works with the image optimization. You can actually hook Imagix up to Cloudflare. Yeah. Otherwise, it's pretty transparent to use here. So that's it. If you run into any issues, of course, just let us know, and we'll try to help you out the best we can. Take care.